sir. Showing you what you previously admitted as 32B as in boy, I identified as the bottle of clonazepam from the bed.
Yes.
Does that indicate on the face the date it was filled?
Yes.
What was that?
January 21st, 2011.
And are there any directions or precautionary statements on that about the consumption of that drug with the use of alcohol?
Yes, it says may cause drowsiness, alcohol intensifies effect, use care using machines.
You indicated, and we've shown photographs to the jury yesterday, of a brown purse removed from the kitchen counter above a wine cooler. Do you recall that, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you what's been marked for identification. The State's Exhibit number 19E. Do you recognize that exhibit and its contents, sir?
Yes.
And what do you recognize that exhibit to be?
It's the brown purse in my packaging.
From the countertop of the Schenecker home that you collected on January 28th of 2011?
Yes.
Your Honor, I move State's Exhibit 19E in evidence.
No, sir.
Could you show State's Exhibit 37, please? We have not placed the photos in front of you. I'm sorry. I forgot to do that. Okay, placing before you a stack of photographs. On top is Exhibit 37, and then they follow sequentially thereafter. And we'll show them on the screen,
Okay.
whichever is easiest for your reference, given the distance to the screen. Showing the jury at this point, State's Exhibit number 37. Can you describe what part of the master bedroom that depicts?
That is the nightstand next to the bed in between the bathroom.
Okay. And did you collect items of evidence and place them in secure bags during your processing of this scene?
Yes.
Were there pill bottles collected from on top of this nightstand and from within the nightstand?
Yes.
Thank you. Let me show you what's been marked for identification. It State's Exhibit number 37A. Do you recognize that exhibit and its contents?
Yes.
And are those the pill bottles that you collected from the top of the nightstand that is shown in State's Exhibit number 37, the nightstand next to the master bed in the Schenecker home?
Yes.
Your Honor, move State's 37A into evidence.
No objection.
Proceed without objection. Can you tell the jury, please, how many pill containers are contained within, if you would remove the contents, please. And starting from your left to your right, just tell us, if you can, the name on, well, excuse me, are these all prescriptions for Julie Schenecker?
Yes.
And the first one that you're holding now, can you read what type of medication that is?
It says oxycodone.
Are there any pills in there?
No.
Does it indicate the date filled?
Date filled is August 08/05/2010.
Okay, and the second pill bottle from the left, please. The date filled.
Date filled is August 08/05/2010.
Okay, and the second pill bottle from the left, please.
This would be lithium.
And the date filled?
January 21st, 2011.
Without, well, did you note in your records the number of pills were in each container?
Yes.
By reference to your report, without counting them, taking them out and counting them in open court, can you tell us how many pills remained within that container?
Yes. There were 55 pills in that bottle.
Does the pill bottle itself indicate how many pills were distributed when the prescription was filled?
It says 60.
Okay. Does it say how many times to take them and what dose?
It says take 2 tablets by mouth every night at bedtime.
So there's 5 missing from the original prescription, is that correct then?
Yes.
And what's the date the prescription was filled?
January 21st, 2011.
Or 6 days prior to you being there, is that correct? Prior
yes.
to you being at the scene. I'm sorry, 7 days.
Yes, 7.
Okay, prior to your collection of these items, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. The third bottle from your left is a bottle for what type of medication?
Hydrocodone.
Okay. And what is the date that was filled?
It was filled January 27th, 2010.
27?
27th, 2010.
Okay. What was the amount prescribed?
It says 30.
How many were in there?
I believe at 0.
Okay. And that pill bottle from the date appears to be a year old as of the time you collected it. Would that be right?
Yes.
And the fourth pill bottle?
The fourth is benzopropine.
Okay. And the date that was filled?
January 18th, 2011.
Okay. And the amount of pills that are in there presently at the time you collected it, please?
75.
And how many were distributed at the time the prescription was picked up?
It says 75.
Okay. Now, can you take a look at each of those bottles and tell us if each of those bottles contained a similar advisory or cautionary remark to avoid consuming these medications with alcohol?
Yes.
They do?
Yes, they do.
Okay. If you would please remove or replace those back into the manila envelope for us. Have you done so for the written record, sir?
Yes, I did.
Please exhibit 38, please. This is a photo of the open drawer to that bedstand as you continued your search and processing the scene on January 28th of 2011?
Yes.
Okay. I'm pointing to approximately the center of the photograph 38. There is a white rectangular item with a gun depicted on the face. Do you know what that is, sir?
Yes.
What is that?
That's the Smith & Wesson manual.
Instruction?
Yes, the instruction manual.
And after taking this photo, did you collect that instructional manual?
Yes, I did.
Showing you what's been marked for identification, States Exhibit 38A. Do you recognize that packaging and its contents, sir?
Yes.
And what is it?
This is the Smith & Wesson instruction manual collected from the nightstand drawer.
Your Honor, I move States 38A into evidence.
No objection.
Proceed without objection. During your processing of the scene, specifically with reference to this nightstand and the open drawer, did you find any family photos in that drawer?
Yes.
Oh. 37. All right. Showing you what's been marked for identification, States Exhibit number 38B. Do you recognize that document and contents? Excuse me.
Yes.
What is that, sir?
This is the family photo I collected from the nightstand.
Thank you. Now, in the state of Florida, we'll move into evidence, States 38B.
No objection.
Proceed without objection. Asked to be able to publish it. You ready? I need to step back a moment because I overlooked one item. So let me ask you if you collected any prescription bottles and contents from the inside of the nightstand drawer.
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you what's been marked for identification. It states Exhibit 37B as in here. Do you recognize the package and its contents?
Yes.
And what do you recognize it to be, sir?
They are the medication bottles I collected from the nightstand drawer.
Thank you. The State would move into evidence 37B.
No objection.
Proceed without objection. Mr. Evans, if we could do the same, if you would remove the contents for us. Proceed without objection. Mr. Evans, if we could do the same, if you would remove the contents for us. How many pill bottles did you retrieve and collect from the nightstand drawer on January 28th of 2011?
3.
And are each of those prescriptions in the name of Julie Schenecker?
Yes.
And could you tell me, starting from the bottle in front of you to your left, the name of the drug, please?
This one is lithium.
And could you tell us the date that that was filled?
It was filled December 25th, 2010.
And is there any cautionary instruction?
Yes.
What does it say?
It says, may cause drowsiness, alcohol intensifies effect, use care using machines.
Okay. And what's the amount that was prescribed?
60.
And have you recorded how many remained at the time you collected?
Yes.
How many?
36.
Okay. And the middle bottle, sir?
This one is...
I'm sorry, excuse me. Let me go back to the lithium bottle, please. There were 36 at the time you found it?
Yes.
And its date of prescription was what again, sir?
December 25th, 2010.
Or approximately a month before you collected the item?
Yes, approximately.
What is the prescribed dosage?
Take 2 tablets by mouth every night at bedtime.
Okay. Thank you. And again, moving to the middle bottle. What type of medicine is that, sir?
This is Trazlam.
And what's the date it's filled?
It was filled January 12th, 2011.
What's the quantity that was prescribed?
4.
Bless you. 4?
4.
How many were remaining in the bottle?
4.
Okay. Thank you. If you move on to the last bottle, what kind of medication is that?
This one is amoxicillin.
Okay. And when was that filled?
This was filled January 12th, 2011.
Okay. And is there any type of cautionary instruction on amoxicillin?
Yes.
What's that say?
It says, finish all of this medication unless otherwise directed by a doctor. This medicine may be taken with or without food.
Okay. And what was the quantity of that?
30.
How many were in there when you found it?
30.
Thank you. If you would place the bottles back in the bag, sir. And have you done so?
Yes.
Thank you. May I have a moment, please? Yes. We could show states 39, please. Judy, I think yesterday you described the doorway between the master bed and the master dresser, the dresser in the master bedroom. That doorway leads to what room?
It's the bathroom area.
Thank you. States 40, please. And is this photo looking into the master bathroom from the entranceway?
Yes.
Okay. Entranceway from the bedroom?
Yes.
Thank you. States 41. And were there essentially 2 opposing sinks on each side of the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just be commonly referred to as his and her sinks, for lack of a better phrase?
Yes.
Okay. And on the sink shown in stage 41, do you see women's cosmetics and a hair dryer and toiletries of such?
Yes.
Okay. At this location, did you observe any items of ammunition?
Yes.
And specifically, am I pointing to where it's shown on the counter?
Yes.
Towards the far left side of the counter, left of the sink, is that correct?
Yes.
And what were the items of ammunition that you found at that location?
There was a box of live rounds and there were some shell casings, spent shell casings.
Okay. States 42, please. Is that a close-up of the box of live rounds with the 5 shell casings?
Yes.
Are there all, and evidence marker number 1515?
Yes.
And are there also pill bottles nearby?
Yes.
Okay. And did you collect the 5 casings from the countertop shown in states 42?
Yes, I did.
Showing you what's been marked for identification as 42A. you recognize that exhibit, sir?
Yes.
What do you recognize that to be?
These are the shell casings that I collected from the countertop.
Are they Hornaday brand?
Yes.
And could you spell that for the court reporter's benefit?
Yes. It is Hornady.
Did you collect the pill containers from the women's bathroom counter as shown in States 42?
Yes.
Showing you what's been marked for identification in States 42B. You recognize the packaging of contents?
Yes.
And what do you recognize that exhibit to be?
These are the medication bottles collected from the bathroom counter.
Your Honor, I'd move States Exhibit 42B into evidence.
No objection.
Proceed without objection. If we could do the same, if you would remove the pill bottles that's contained within there. How many pill bottles did you collect from that location?
6.
Okay. Are each of them prescribed to, excuse me, do the labels on each of those pill bottles contain the name Julie Schenecker as the patient?
Yes.
Okay. And if we could start again with the pill bottle to your left, could you tell us what kind of medication and the quantity prescribed and the amount of pills that you found?
The first one is buspirone. There were 25 prescribed, and bear with me. And there were 41 pills when collected.
There were 25 prescribed and 41 collected?
45 prescribed and 41 collected.
Okay, thank you. What was the date of the prescription?
January 21st, 2011.
And is there any warning on the back?
Yes.
And what is that?
May cause drowsiness. There's another. It's the same as the other one. Intensifies effect using care with machines.
Okay. What is the prescribed dosage?
It says take 1/2 tablet 2 times a day for 2 days. Then take 1 tablet 3 times a day after that time.
Okay, thank you. And the second pill bottle from your left is what type of medication?
Coumadin.
And prescribed or when? Or I'm sorry. Picked up when? Excuse me. To be accurate, what is the date of the on the prescription bottle?
I don't actually see it on this one.
Okay. Does it have a quantity listed?
Yes. It has a 90 and then a slash through it and says handwritten 23.
Okay, and how many were found inside?
59.
Okay. All right, sir, and the third bottle, please.
Citalopram.
Could you spell that for the court reporter, please?
Yes. Citalopram.
And the date of the prescription on that?
January 19th, 2011.
All right, and the quantity?
There were 30 prescribed.
How many were found?
29.
And what were the prescribed dosage?
Take 1 tablet by mouth every day.
And is there any similar type of warning or cautionary instruction on the back?
Yes.
Same as you've read before?
This one says may make you drowsy / dizzy, especially with alcohol. Use care with car machines.
Okay, thank you. And the fourth bottle from your left is what?
Venlafaxine.
And what is the date of that prescription?
January 21st, 2011.
What is the quantity prescribed?
90 prescribed.
How many were found?
86.
And what's the recommended dosage?
1 capsule daily for 7 days, then 2 capsules daily for 2 weeks, then 3 capsules daily after that.
And what, any cautionary instruction on that?
Yes.
What's that?
May cause drowsiness, alcohol intensifies effect, use care using machines.
Thank you. And the fifth bottle on you from your left?
Lamotrigine.
And the date?
January 18th, 2011.
The quantity prescribed?
90.
The recommended dosage?
1 tablet by mouth every morning, take 2 tablets every evening.
And how many were found on the 28th when you collected it?
68.
Okay. Thank you. And any cautionary instruction on that?
Yes.
What's that say?
May cause drowsiness, alcohol intensifies effect, use care using machines.
Okay. And the last one?
Last one is warfarin.
And what was the date of that prescription?
I believe it says June 8th, 2010.
Okay. And what was the amount prescribed?
90.
How many were there when you found them?
60.
All right. Thank you. If you'd place those pill bottles back in the bag, sir. And have you done so?
Yes.
Thank you. What is this white bag that's shown in the upper right-hand corner of Stage 42 shown on the screen?
As a pharmacy bag.
Did you collect that?
Yes.
Were there any contents inside the bag?
Yes.
What was that?
There were pills.
Showing you Stage Exhibit number 42C. Do you recognize 42C as containing that white pharmacy bag with pills inside?
Can we open up the bag to make sure they're in there?
If you need to.
Yeah.
The pills remain in the bag?
Yes.
Please place them back in the container. Have you done so?
I did.
Okay. Were there any names or designations on the pill that helps you describe them as the brand or type of pill?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, would move 42C into evidence.
No objection.
Proceed without objection. Stage 43, please. Is this the opposing bathroom counter, his counter, or the male's counter?
Yes.
Okay. Did you collect any items of significance or evidentiary nature from that counter?
No.
Stage 43. I'm sorry. States. '44, please. Thank you. Is this a photograph of perspective of the master bathroom tub and showing the relative locations of the his and her counters and sinks?
Yes.
Thank you. 45, please. All right. Showing you on the screen a photograph exhibit marked number 45. Does that photograph contain, among other things, a view of a sectional couch comprised of 3 separate pieces?
Yes.
And in the background would be the sliders and the kitchen?
Yes.
All right, for the jury's benefit, showing you Stage Exhibit 1A, the enlarged diagram of the first floor of the Schenecker home. Just with use of your hand or fingers, show the jury what portion of the house, first floor, that room is located in.
It's going to be in this area right here.
And are you indicating for the written record what would be the lower right-hand corner of this chart or the northwest corner of the house?
It would be the northeast.
Northeast corner.
Yes.
Thank you. Stage 46, please. Is this a view of that from that same room looking to the kitchen and parts of the front of the house?
Yes.
And can you see the portion of the stairway that leads to the second floor
Yes.
in the middle? Am I pointing to that for the jury benefit?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. That being the stairway I was referring to.
Yeah.
Page 47, please. And is this a view of that same room from the behind the sectional looking towards the wall containing the flat screen TV?
Yes.
Now, there is a round piece of furniture in front of the sectional. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm showing it by use of my pen.
Yes.
Can you describe for the written record what item, dark in color, is atop that round piece of furniture?
That was a laptop.
And did you collect that laptop?
Yes, I did.
Stage 47A. Is this a close-up of that laptop computer?
Yes.
It's on the round piece of furniture in a... How would you describe the print to that fabric on the round piece of furniture?
Animal print.
Thank you. And stage 47B. Is that a screenshot from that computers found on the round piece of furniture in front of the sectional?
Yes.
And what is the name above the login box?
Julie.
Stage 48, please. Was there a piece of wooden furniture found underneath the flat screen TV located on the wall in that same room where the sectional was located?
Yes.
Did you find paperwork that was on top of the brown piece of furniture?
Yes.
A small table, as it were?
Yes.
Okay. And did you photograph and collect that paperwork?
Yes, I did.
As it's shown, is it near evidence marker number 5?
Yes.
Showing you what's been marked for identification is stage 48A. Do you recognize that package and its contents?
Yes.
And what do you recognize that to be?
This is the paperwork collected from the wooden table.
I would move State's Exhibit 47A into, I'm sorry, 48A into evidence.
No objection.
Receive without objection. And would you remove the contents, sir? And is that an application to the Groton School in the name of Kaylee Schenecker?
Yes.
Thank you. Place it back in the envelope. it as seen on that date?
Yes, it does.
Did you collect that paperwork?
Yes, I did.
I'll show you State's Exhibit number 55A. Do you recognize that exhibit and its contents?
Yes.
And what you recognize that to be?
That is the paperwork from the banister.
Now remove State's 55A into evidence.
No objection.
Received without objection.
Can you remove the contents, please?
Yes.
And is that a verification letter for testing for independent school examination for Kayleigh Schenecker?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Please compare it to the package. State's 56. Is this a closer view of the loft area?
Yes.
Okay. And did you observe a blood trail leading from the computer chair away from it towards the room where Kayleigh Schenecker was ultimately found?
Yes.
State's 57, please. Is this a closer view of the what appeared to be coagulated blood from the mat underneath the chair at the computer desk?
Yes.
State's 50. Excuse me. The red substance, the apparent blood that is shown on the mat near the computer chair. At the time you were processing the scene, was it still in fluid or dried form?
More dried.
State's 58, please. The computer chair, is this a close-up of it?
Yes.
And did you see the same red blood stains, apparent blood stains on the left side of the arm rest and the metal structure of the chair?
Yes.
Thank you. State's Exhibit 59. Is this a close-up of the top of the computer desk?
Yes.
Did you observe or recover any type of headphones or earplugs at that location?
Yes.
You did? Well, where were they located?
If I believe they were hooked into the laptop.
Okay. Showing you State's Exhibit number 1B, the enlarged diagram. That's not it. There. Okay. State's Exhibit 1B, the enlarged diagram of the second floor.
Evidence markers.
Thank you. State's Exhibit 62, please. What does this depict, sir?
A little closer, different angle of the trail going from the evidence markers into the bedroom.
63, please. Is that a continuation of the trail, although
Yes.
leading into the bedroom?
Yes.
64, please. Were there blood drops and the trail continuing into the doorway of the bedroom?
Yes.
And that's what this depicts?
Yes.
State 65, please. Is that a view from the doorway into the bedroom, sir?
Yes.
Where Schenecker was found?
Yes.
State 66, please. And describe for us what this shows.
This is Calyx in her bed as found.
And evidence markers 23 next to her, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the blanket has been partially removed to her approximate midsection, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. States 67, please. This is a photograph of Kaylee Schenecker on the bed after the bedding, the cover has been completely removed.
Yes.
Okay. And what was the item that is on the right side of her right side?
That was a towel.
Okay, thank you. States 68, please. What does this show, sir?
That is the loft area into like another bedroom and a bathroom.
Okay. State 69. A photograph of what appears to be a boy's bedroom?
Yes.
Okay. State 70. And the closet and in the boy's bedroom upstairs in the second floor, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. State 71, please. Did you also process the garage that was part of the house?
Yes. Yes.
And is this a view from the interior of the house as it looks out into the garage?
Yes, yes.
Showing a dark Volkswagen sedan?
Yes.
Thank you. State 72. Does this show the relative locations of the two vehicles, the dark Volkswagen sedan and the white van inside the Schenecker garage?
Yes.
Thank you. State 73, please. Is this a perspective of the driver's side van as it appeared in the garage?
Yes.
State 73. State 73A is something else. Did you process this van on another date at a different location?
I did.
And what did you do with that? Well, what date and at what location did you process this van?
If I believe right, it was the 31st.
Of January of 2011?
Of January 2011, yes.
And where did you do the processing?
That was at our impound lot, Tampa Police Department impound lot.
And had the body of Bo Schenecker already been removed before that date?
Yes.
In fact, was Bo Schenecker's body removed from this van on the 28th of January of 2011?
Yes, it was.
And in the processing of the van, did you search the interior of the van and collect items and evidence from the van and photograph the interior of the van?
I did, yes.
Did you recover any type of receipt from inside of the van?
Yes.
Was that a dry cleaning receipt?
It was.
Showing you what's been marked for identification is State's Exhibit number 73A. You recognize that package and its contents, sir?
Yes.
What is that?
This is the dry cleaning receipt from the front driver's side door panel of the van.
Door panel, is that the little pouch or bin that's attached to the door?
Yes, I believe some people call it the map pocket.
Okay. You got to move State 73A into evidence.
No objection.
Received without objection.
Can you tell us what the date of that receipt?
January 14th, 2011.
And is there a name attached to it or on it?
Yes.
What's the name?
Julie Schenecker.
Okay. Please return it to its packaging. State 74, please. Describe for us what this photograph depicts, please.
That is the windshield of the Honda van with Bo in the front passenger seat.
And this photograph was still taken while the van and Bo Schenecker were inside the garage of the Schenecker home, that photograph being taken on January 28th of 2011, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And the hole in the front glass of that van, that appeared to be a bullet hole?
Yes.
Okay. In the very bottom center of the picture, is there an item on the dashboard immediately in front of Bo Schenecker?
Yes.
And I'm pointing to it now. What is that?
A pair of eyeglasses.
Thank you. State 75, please. Is this a photograph of the front passenger seat of the van while still in the garage after Bo Schenecker had been removed?
Yes.
And is there a red discoloration on the seat of that front passenger van?
Yes.
I'm sorry, discoloration of the front passenger seat. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And were you there when the body of Bo Schenecker was removed?
Yes, I was.
And was he seat belted into that front passenger seat?
Yes, he was.
State 76, please. Is that an interior view of the dashboard of that white van as it appeared inside the Schenecker garage?
Yes.
Different perspective, those same eyeglasses?
Yes.
And as you indicated before, at some point this van was transported to the impound lot, is that correct?
Yes, it was.
All right. And did you look for items of potential evidentiary value to include bullets or any portion of spent bullets within the van?
Yes.
Okay. State's Exhibit number 77, please. What portion of the vehicle is State 77 showing, sir?
That is the rear of the van with the seat slid down and slid up.
Okay. The first or captain's row of seats?
Yes.
Okay. Did you find any item of potential evidentiary value at that location, underneath the seat?
Yes.
And what did you find?
It was a projectile.
78, please. I'm sorry, thank you. 77A is what I wanted. No, that's all right. Is this a close-up photograph of that projectile that you found underneath that front passenger seat?
It's actually the rear seat.
The rear seat, okay.
Yes.
The second row?
Yes.
Okay. So is this a close-up of the projectile you located on the floor of the van underneath the passenger side second row seat?
Yes.
And did you collect that item then?
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Morning.
Morning.
Now, when you went to the Schenecker residence, what time did you arrive?
Around 8:40.
Okay. And how long did it take you to process the scene?
I don't think we got into the house because we waited on a search warrant until about noon.
Okay.
So I think I left there at 7 o'clock that night.
Right. So you were there for about 7 hours?
Yes.
When you arrived on the scene, were you the person that photographed the scene?
Yes.
And you also collected the evidence after taking the photographs?
Yes.
Explain to the jury what your process is with a crime scene as far as photographing, then marking, and then collecting evidence.
At the scene, we respond, meet with the detective or officer involved, and we do an initial walkthrough with the detectives, and he or she points out areas of interest, and then those items it's photographed overalls, and then those items are itemized by evidence markers, and then collection.
When you went through the home, did you have any difficulty or restriction in processing the entire residence?
No.
Okay, so your processing included not only the interior of the residence, the patio area, the backyard if you needed, and also the vehicles?
Yes.
Okay, and in fact, I believe you testified that the white SUV ended up getting transported to be processed downtown or processed at your location.
Yes.
And is that a common thing where maybe vehicles or other larger areas can be processed, inventoried, and evidence collected from them?
Yes.
When you went into the garage area, States Exhibit 71. Showing you States Exhibit 71. This is the door to the garage?
Yes, that's standing in the laundry room into the garage.
Okay. So if you were walking into the residence from this garage area, it goes into a laundry area?
Yes.
And then what does that lead into?
Into a small hallway that leads into, you can go left, would be the dining room. And then the other, around the staircase, left, would be the kitchen. And then more to the right ahead of you would be the master bedroom.
Okay. And I'm going to have you note that on the diagram, if you would.
Okay.
Showing you what's marked as States Exhibit 1A. Can you show for the jury where the door is that's depicted in States Exhibit 71?
Right here.
Okay. So it's the top left area of this diagram.
Yes.
Okay. And when you walk in, where is the laundry area denoted in this exhibit?
The laundry is right here, these little blocks.
Okay. Next to the area that's designated as a closet?
Yes.
Okay. And then if you walk through, is this area a bathroom that's next to the closet?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you can go two different paths. Where do the paths lead?
One goes into the dining room area, and one goes into the kitchen, and then there's another one that goes into the master bedroom.
Okay. Now the dining area that you referred to in that diagram, it shows 49. Is that what's noted in States Exhibit 49?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you went into the garage area, and I'm going to show you what's marked as States Exhibit 73. In States Exhibit 73, is that the way the garage appeared at the time that you arrived?
Yes.
Was there any problem at all with the scene itself being disrupted in any fashion?
Not that I was aware of, no.
Okay. Obviously, you're not aware of what happens before you arrive, but at the time that you arrived, there's no problems with documenting the scene or collecting evidence.
No.
And when you go through the garage, is there... Okay. The wine cooler that is over here in the left area of the photograph in States Exhibit 16, were there wine bottles in that area?
If I believe, yes.
Okay. Were those inventoried in any fashion?
No.
In the area over here, this cart, did that have liquor on it as well?
Yes.
Okay. When you went out to the patio area, I'm going to show you what's been marked as States Exhibit 11. There were 2 sliding glass door entries into the residence.
Yes.
And in States Exhibit 11, it's a patio area from, if you're facing the back of the home, the far right corner of the patio screened-in area.
Okay.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
The northeast corner. Yes.
All right, that's the vantage point of this picture.
Yes.
And when you look at the 2 sliding glass door entries to the home, the one leading into the kitchen, dining room area, that one is open to the full extent at that time of the photograph?
Yes, it appears so.
And then there's another sliding glass door entry that leads into the master bedroom. Do you remember that set of doors?
Yes.
Now, those doors are also open in this picture. Was that manipulated in any fashion? Was that opened by you all prior to taking the photographs?
Not by myself. I photographed it as I found it.
Okay, so that was the scene as you found it without it being opened by anyone in law enforcement?
Yes.
Now, the blinds to that area are still what appear to be closed and shut as well?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, but that leads into the master bedroom area, that door?
Yes.
When you went into the master bedroom, is that how the bed appeared? I'm showing you States Exhibit 28 that has the photograph of the bedroom, of the bed in the master bedroom. Is that how it appeared at the time when you were there?
Yes.
Now, there are different items that are on the master bed.
Yes.
And those items were collected.
Yes.
And part of what was on the bed is this notepad that was introduced, the blue notepad that's open and folded back at
Yes.
the time when you were there taking the photographs.
Yes.
And there's a pen, a flower pen, and also a bottle.
Yes.
Okay. And that bottle was empty?
Yes. Actually, I don't think it was. I'd have to refer to myself, ma'am.
Okay.
It had 17 pills in it.
17.
17.
I'm going to show you what's been introduced as States 37B. These are the pill bottles that you talked about earlier.
Yes.
Okay. In the pill bottle that states lithium on it, can you read who the prescriber is for that bottle?
Yes. It is Demian Obregon, if I pronounce that correct.
Can you spell the name?
Yes, Demian is D-E-M-I-A-N, and it has middle initial of F, and the last name is O-B-R-E-G-O-N.
And is there anything written in pen on that bottle?
No.
Now, the second bottle that's contained in State's Exhibit 37B, the amoxicillin, can you read what is written on that bottle in pen?
Yes, it looks like skin graft.
Okay. In the third bottle that's contained in State's Exhibit 37B, the triazolam, can you read what is written in pen on that bottle?
It says skin graft.
I'm going to show you what's been marked 37A and introduced into evidence. The lithium bottle that is contained in State's Exhibit 37A. Can you read who the prescriber was?
Demian Obregon.
The same name that was on the other lithium bottle?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to show you the bottle of benzotripene. Can you tell me who the prescriber is for that bottle?
Demian Obregon.
Now, the benzotripene, the quantity on it is listed as 75?
Yes.
Okay. And your records show that there were how many pills in that bottle?
75.
Okay, can you count those for me? How many were in there?
70.
70?
70.
Okay. Can you flip that up?
Yes.
So in your records, you had that there were 75 pills in that bottle, but there are actually 70?
Yes,
So that's incorrect.
it is.
Showing you what's been marked, it states 42B. Can you say what that drug is?
Citalopram.
Okay. And can you tell me who the prescriber is for that?
Demian Obregon.
On this bottle, can you...
That is a lamotrigine.
Who's the prescriber?
Demian Obregon.
Third bottle?
Buspirone.
And who's the prescriber?
Demian Obregon.
The fourth bottle?
Venlafaxine.
Who's the prescriber?
Demian Obregon.
Stop there.
Okay.
Show you 33K. Can you read that page?
Yes. Instant enough, then I'll put the gun at my head and pull the trigger. Don't want to black, messy, needs in the car. Though I'd really like to die in my bed, ... But I just always imagined my death would be by carbon monoxide poisoning. I may have to do the triple threat, pills, carbon monoxide poisoning / gun, in order to die. I don't want to be saved. I'm ready to die. Keep going.
Yes.
And then it says SUN for Sunday, really sick today. And then MON - I've reread everything and don't even understand my own thoughts put to paper. I sound stupid and uneducated. No wonder Calix calls me stupid. I think I was drunk when I was writing. Yes, drunk. I also used all my leftover Oxycontin, trying to sleep, and I can't read that word. Relieve the emotional / mental pain. Now I have clozapam. That should help the overdose.
Does that become more difficult to read?
Yes.
Show you what's been marked as States 33L. Mr. Pruner had you read the top paragraph and the bottom paragraph, but can you read the middle paragraph?
Yes. If you're wondering why I decided to take out the kids, it's to protect them from embarrassing them for the rest of their lives. To such baggy. Also, kids of suicidal parents tend to commit suicide themselves. Calix has talked about suicide since she was 12! Exclamation. Keep going.
No, that's okay. States 33M. Can you read that page?
Yes. I'm so tired and sick. I have to get psyched up for a shower before track pickup at 4:30. Parker, I'm sorry, so sorry. I don't know what to say, but I sensed divorce was inevitable. But I can't live alone. In my last 7 weeks in bed, no one came into the bedroom to see how I was. You didn't teach the kids to be compassionate. Neither were you! Exclamation. I just needed a little chat. My meds never kicked in. Might have made a difference. I thought Dr. Obregon tried hard, and Beth was tough. He'd hold me accountable. And then it says AA couldn't do it. I'm not an alcoholic, didn't need a detox, and used oxys 1 or 2 for pain as prescribed. I should have went to the psych ward instead of alcohol/addict ward. I admit my brain is trashed. I don't believe I could ever.
That sentence, I don't believe I could ever, is continued on the top of exhibit, State's Exhibit 33N. Just read the top sentence.
Recover or make up for my failures over the years. Keep going?
No, that's fine. Were there any pages in the journal that were not photographed?
I believe every handwriting, if there was handwriting on the pages, it was photographed.
If I could have one moment.
Yes.
When you went through the Schenecker residence, were there any pills or drugs that were in the residence that were not prescription?
I do not recall. I don't recall seeing. There probably was. I don't remember.
What I mean are illegal drugs. Were there any illegal drugs in the residence?
Not that we found, no.
Okay, so they were all prescribed medication.
Yes.
Nothing further.
Redirect, counsel.
Thank you. That's fine. State's Exhibit 24, please. Showing the State's 24 on the screen and handing you the same. Sir, what is the object on that island counter on the upper left-hand corner?
On that picture, it looks like a cork.
Do you have 24 in front of you?
I do, but it's not in that picture.
Okay. And what's shown here in the receptacle?
Those look like beer bottles, green bottles.
State's Exhibit 11, please. This back slider from the lanai, and this photograph is shown virtually entirely open, is that correct?
Yes.
That's how it was when you got there.
Yes.
And you got there about 8:40?
That picture probably wasn't taken until noon.
Okay. Do you have any idea as to whether or not that's how the door appeared when the officers first arrived at that scene at about 7:45?
I have no clue.
Do you have any idea whether any of the officers, in addition to the first two responding officers, entered that door prior to your photographing in the afternoon?
I was told that officers went in and cleared the residence.
Thank you. Nothing further.
May this witness be excused.
Yes.
Judge Massey remains subject to recall.
Sir, you may step down. However, you're subject to recall. You're required to leave a phone number where And with that, members of the jury, I'm going to give you a mid-morning break, be about 20 minutes. As I send you out for this break, I'll remind you we're in the course of trial. You're not to discuss this case among yourselves. You're not to discuss it with anyone else. You're not to allow anyone to discuss it with you or in your presence. Not to speak at all with the attorneys, witnesses, defendant about any subject to your deliberations are finished. Not to read or listen to any reports about the case from any source whatsoever. Not to do any sort of research, gather information about, or communicate about this case, the people or places involved, or your jury service through any means, including all those electronic devices. With that reminder of very important instructions, we'll give you a morning break.
All right.